fast as fuck, boy.
By the time I hit the door, I saw
Whew. Oh, what up? Wait, I didn't want to go this way. Because this way sucks. Woo! That Mustang sounded pretty good there, buddy. So one of my favorite YouTubers, I follow him and her pretty consistently, is H3H3 Productions. Both Ethan and Hila, they uploaded a video together in a little blog style video. We're glad we tried, something along those lines. I'm not really good with the whole memory thing. It's probably because I'm mentally challenged. But they uploaded this video called We're Glad We Tried, and they talk about how they're like kind of like weird up-and-coming success story. Ethan was like he had the opportunity to work in like a really comfy, cushy job. I think he said working for his dad. Well, he's Jewish. It's probably some sort of law firm, right? Isn't that how that works? I don't know. Oh, I'm so they were living in like this one-bedroom apartment. They couldn't even afford a TV, stuff like that. You know, it really kind of like a touching and emotional story. And then he quit his job to pursue his career in comedy. He said that he's always wanted to do comedy, and he said that he was you know, worried that people wouldn't like him because he has Tourette's, where he can't, God, can we move, where he's got like these weird tics. And I've always noticed them. I didn't think they were Tourette's. It's funny that he mentioned that they were it was a form of Tourette's, and it's kind of hard to tell sometimes when Ethan's joking, because he's got such a different style of humor. It's hard to tell when he's joking or not. Thank God. That looks good. So it's kind of an up-and-coming, like, basically saying that he's glad that he quit his job to pursue comedy, and now he's got over 4 million subscribers on YouTube. And you're probably thinking to yourself, like, Dan, why do you even care? I mean, I know you like him, or are you just using a bigger name, stuff like that. And I've heard it all, dude, with YouTube. And let me explain to you why it's important to me. Depending on how long you've been following this channel, you'll know that Ethan and Hila's success has only happened in the past year or so. It hasn't been a long time coming. They've blown up relatively quickly. There was a point in time where I was bigger than them. I was at like 500,000 subscribers when they had like none. I'm trying to remember the time frame. I'm also really bad with time as much as I am with words. And I can remember at the Texas meetup, was it last year or the year before? I think it was the year before. And I was hanging out with Jake, and we'd both started watching H3H3 Productions videos, and like we kept making the noises like the blah, blah, blah. Back when they used to do these funny reaction videos, right? And Jake and I were both bigger than them. I can specifically remember us talking about doing a dual shout out for them because we liked their content so much. We wanted to see them succeed and get on our level or bigger. I can probably find the video. I'm going to try to find the video and clip it in here where I talk about them, the initial shout out. Go to H3H's videos, links are in the description. Blow up his channel, dude. So you guys did, and I remember the response we got from them was like super positive, and they're like, thank you guys so much. At the time, we were like, Jake and I were the #1 moto vloggers. You know, funny how times change, right? But now look at them, dude. They're ridiculously, they do great. They make amazing content. It's all super high quality content. And that's what makes me so happy about it. They succeeded. And I'm not saying that I had anything to do with it. What I found out over the years is that the shoutouts for other YouTube channels don't really matter as much as you think they would, especially now, where shoutouts don't mean anything. If I shout out a channel, it doesn't have the same impact as if I did it 2 years ago. It's really weird how that's changed. But what I've learned over the years with YouTube is that it doesn't matter for shoutouts. If you guys produce good quality content, you will make it big. And that's how that works now. If you make funny videos and they're good quality and everyone likes them, you will get big. You will be found. It doesn't matter if someone gives you a shout out or not, because as long as the content's there, I guarantee you, even if Jake and I had never even mentioned these guys or even seen them, they still would have become super popular and had raging success, you know? It warms my little heart, man, I won't lie, because when I watch Ethan and Hila, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, I can never pronounce it right, but it warms my little heart to see them be super successful. Like, that's just, I loved watching their content when they were small. And now that they're big, you know, it means even more that they're successful to me. And like I said, it just makes me feel so good inside knowing that the people who I enjoy, the people who I originally wanted to make big, they did it. They're one of the I don't know who the #1 is besides PewDiePie. I don't think he counts anymore. I still love PewDiePie's videos though. I've always been happy to see other people succeed, you know? That's why I tell everyone, at least try YouTube, you know? It doesn't matter. Even if you don't know what you're doing, I say give it a shot, because what if you're like the next H3H3 or the next PewDiePie or the next iDubbbz, you know? Hell, that's another one. Speaking of, since we're on the topic of popular YouTubers, living in Brunswick, I was bigger than iDubbbz at the time, right? He was making gaming videos for the longest time, and before he branched out and started being this like internet savage, you know? Right now, iDubbbz is kind of like the Eminem of YouTube. You don't mess with him. Eminem's the one rapper that no one really can tries, you know? Except for Nick Cannon, because he's, you know, an idiot. Like, iDubbbz is that one guy you don't call out, or because he'll shut your channel down, dude. And I can remember for the longest time iDubbbz was subscribed to me before he made it big. I think since he's hidden the subscriptions who he subscribed to, I doubt he's still subscribed to me. I remember all the time I'd be like, hey, that's pretty good, throw that in my video, and he picked up on it and commented once or twice, you know. Those were the days. But I kind of wanted to talk about, you know, from an outside perspective, like why did H3H3 succeed, and why am I glad they succeeded? I think it has to do with their personalities, right? I look at Ethan and Hila and I think, man, you know, they just seem like genuinely good people. Like the kind of people that you'd hang out with and get mad. Like, why are you so nice, huh? What, do you want my blood? That's kind of how, like, that dude in blue is too, by the way. That dude in blue, he's stupidly nice. I want to make a video on him soon, too. You know, they're just this, like, goofy couple who have a really good sense of humor, and they put all this work and effort in their videos. I always really admired that when it comes to YouTube, and I just wish I could do that, you know? I wish I had the knowledge and the talent to put that much effort into a YouTube video. And, have everyone enjoy it, you know? They've kind of become this weird moral compass of YouTube. They step more away from the reaction videos, you know, which is originally why I started watching them. I love the, like that Cold Steel video where they make fun of those, like, that goofy dude with the swords and whatnot. That's probably one of my favorite videos of theirs. It's just got everything, man. But now it's more of like a... They kind of call out other YouTubers for their BS. Like, for instance, like their most recent videos talking about Jake Paul and who's that other kid from Vine? Can't remember his name, but he looks like the kid from Recess. And now they're doing crazy podcasts with like Post Malone and Joji, you know, Filthy Frank. Like, that is so fucking cool to me, you know? Those are the people that I started YouTube watching. For instance, Filthy Frank is like the type of dude that I watched before I started really doing YouTube. I always loved Filthy Frank. Hello, you were... Don't kill me. And now they're hanging out with like fucking celebrities. Like, they went to DJ Khaled's house. It's so cool to see someone that you've watched, you know, like go from nothing to like full blown, almost like internet celebrity. And I wish more people were happy for other people's success. Everyone's so concerned about themselves, you know. It's hard to be happy for other people who make it. They're just two goofy guys, and I think that's another reason why they've been so successful, you know? This is gonna sound totally dickish, and it's not meant to sound in a dick way, but they're not like so based on their appearances, you know? Ethan and Hila, they're just like a good couple, it seems like, and they're not like super focused on their looks or their images, you know? I'm not saying that they're not like attractive people, I'm just saying that, you know, they're not posting beauty videos and workout videos, trying to be all like hardcore. They're not too full of themselves, you know, they don't take themselves seriously, and I really like that. Like, for the longest time, dude, Ethan was always all about the fupa, you know, being just like this kind of like big front gut, goofy guy. He's lost a lot of weight since he started doing YouTube too. The fupa's almost gone, which is good, you know, which I'm happy for, you know, even though that was a big part of his jokes. I'm happy that he's getting more fit, but I think that's another part of their success is that they don't take themselves so seriously. And I forget that sometimes with my own self. Like, sometimes I kind of get like, but I'm Dan, you know, and like, who the hell am I, right? I'm just some loser on a motorcycle. So I think I can probably take that to heart, you know, stop being so worried about my image as far as like what people think about me. One thing that I've noticed with their channel is that they've got such positive support on their channel too. It's like everyone who watches them genuinely likes them and is happy for them, which is so cool. And a part of me wishes that that's how it was on my channel, right? But without some sort of constructive criticism, whether it be mean or not, I think people's ideas get lost. You know, a big part of me wishes that they would go back to the reaction videos, but I don't think that's what they want to do, and you can't have good content without them wanting to do that. So I think that the fact that they know who they are and they don't take themselves super seriously, you know, they're not so worried about their image and who they're not trying to impress anybody, they're just trying to get laughs, and I think that's the most important part of doing that type of stuff. I've always been into comedy, and for the longest time I wanted to do stand-up comedy, but then I realized I wasn't funny, so that made it kind of hard. It's something that I've always wanted to pursue, is stand-up comedy. It's just, every now and again I'll have these jokes that I think are hilarious, and I'm like, yes, I want to remember this, and then I forget it, and then I'm like, oh, well, that was pointless. I also don't have the balls to stand in front of a big group of people like that. Like, what's Smyrna doing over here? This Kennesaw, boy, you at your territory. I'm getting lightheaded, man. This pre-workout's kicked in. I'm like tingling. So maybe one day I'll get the cojones to do it and at least just try it on like an open mic, you know, like a 5-minute session. But I don't know. I need to come up with a set, if you will, for just like a 5-minute open mic set, and just to see how I do. And if I do terrible, I'll just leave it alone. Something I've always really wanted to at least try. I just gotta find the balls. Part of me wants to be famous for like no reason whatsoever. Like nobody knows why I'm popular. Like the way people probably looked at Riff Raff when he's like, I'm gonna be a rapper, and everyone's like, yeah, okay. And then, you know, look at him now. Can you imagine growing up with Post Malone and being like looking at him the way he is and just being like, no. just no. He looks like he smells like cigarettes and Old Spice. But the dude's killing it right now. And you gotta respect anyone's hustle. Oh, that Prius has got Prius stickers. It means it's the fast one. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Now, speaking of upcoming YouTubers, man, I've started watching this guy. I've kind of stepped away from watching moto vlogs because it's mostly the people that I know now. Once you know someone, to watch their content almost ruins the experience. But I started watching this dude named The Kleb. He's been subscribed to me for years, and I can't tell if he's actually crazy or if it's just his videos, but dude's funny. Rides bicycles, and I'll put a link to his shit too, but he's funny. Whew, that was exhausting. Quick and powerful workout. I haven't lifted that heavy in quite some time. Whew.
I want to die.
Dan, I'm short like you. I have trouble turning around my motorcycle. How do you do it? Well, grab here, grab somewhere around here, tilt on kickstand, and rotate, and rotate. Just that easy. Ow, my knee. I am both physically and mentally exhausted. Would you be so kind as to let me go? Thank you. Thank you. I'm dying. You know what I haven't done in a while? I haven't done a good old-fashioned do-it-with-Dan merchandise shout-out. Here we go. You want t-shirts? I got t-shirts. I got blomies. I got cool t-shirts. I've got hoodies. I've got old billies. I've got all sorts of t-shirts. Wife beaters, man beaters, child beaters, dick beaters. You want stickers? I got stickers. Do you find yourself looking at the sun way too wearily often? Well, I've got sunglasses for sale. 10% off of all Heatwave Visual sunglasses using the coupon code Do-It-With-Dan. Get yourself a pair today. Let me explain about the sunglasses real quick. Everyone always talks about the sunglasses thing. Heatwave Visual is run by two friends of mine out in California. It's not just me like pushing a company or pushing, you know, a specific coupon code. It's like me trying to help them out as well. And whenever you guys buy a pair of sunglasses, it helps them out, it helps me out, it helps everybody out. Plus you get a pair of cool sunglasses for a reasonable price, and you get them discounted. It's kind of like a win-win for everybody. That's why I push those things so hard. Now, I won't lie, I do have an ulterior motive. So when I was growing up watching TV as a kid, you know, there was always a bunch of local commercials that's like, you know, I'm sure if you're around my age or maybe even a little older, you had those commercials as a kid that had like that jingle or a song to them that you remember. You know, like for some of you guys it might be J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now, that type of stuff. Well, there was one particular one when I was like 8 or 9 years old. I lived in Fayetteville, Georgia for a long time, and growing up there was this one Chevy Silverado commercial that always played. It was Terry Cullen.
His name is Terry Cullen.
But the song was something along the lines, his name is Terry Cullen. Oh, he's the Silverado King. Cullen, ba-dum-dum-dum. Oh, he can put you in a truck, and your girlfriend he will fuck. That last part, I won't lie, I made up. Kind of just made up on the spot right there. So that's not actually in the song. But I remember that. I will carry that song with me till the day I die. No doubt in my mind that I will never forget that song. Because I was a kid, I retained it. My ulterior motive with the sunglasses thing is I want some of my younger viewers now, and they retain information a lot like I did. I want them to remember that for the rest of their lives. I don't even care if they buy a pair of Heatwave Visual sunglasses. I want them to be like 40 and have kids. Then their wife or their husband comes up to them and says, honey, would you like a new pair of sunglasses? And like a freaking sleeper cell, I want them to snap and go, you can get 10% off of all Heatwave Visual sunglasses using the coupon code Do-It-With-Dan. I don't even care if Heatwave Visual's still in business with that long. I want you to still be able to remember that you can get 10% off of all Heatwave Visual sunglasses using the coupon code DoItWithDan for the rest of your life. When you're like 60, and I'll probably be dead, you'll still remember that you can get 10% off of all Heatwave Visual sunglasses using the coupon code DoItWithDan. So there you guys have it. That's my deep down inner plan. I want you to remember it to the day you die. You'll be sitting there looking at a pair of sunglasses that probably aren't even Heatwave Visuals and just go, huh, you know, it just hit me. I hope every time you look at sunglasses at Walmart or the gas station, just inside you're thinking, I could get 10% off. Oh, I forgot one more plug. You want keychains? I got keychains. Is it working? Are you guys sleeper agents yet? Are you guys like Jason Bourne sleeper cell agents? You just activate when I say the word? Ah, nope. I don't even know what just happened. I think my back tire decided to slip. I'm pretty sure I got completely off the ground right there. My goal today has been to make like an old school Do It With Dan moto vlog, kind of like the good old days that I keep seeing. And I hope that's turned out to be true. I think normally I'd probably try to stretch this out into 2 videos, but I think I'm just gonna put it as one longer video because that's what you guys seem to like. I kind of secretly think that YouTube's trying to push motorcycles out of existence, at least moto vloggers that do stupid stuff like me. I've noticed it, like all my videos with motorcycle stuff tend to do not great. They're not bad. I'm not hurting for money or anything like that, but they just don't tend to do as good as they did for a while, and I think that has a lot to do with the whole family-friendly kind of aspect. You know, YouTube for a while, I used to love those viral videos of motorcycles bashing mirrors and freaking out in road rage and stuff, and it seems like it just doesn't do it anymore for people. And I was never really like that. I was never the road rage type of guy. I've never fought with anybody in traffic on video anyway. It's never really been my style, mostly because no one wants to fight me. I don't know if it's just my riding style, or if maybe it's the areas that I'm in, or maybe I'm just disgustingly lucky, but I don't get a whole lot of people pulling out in front of me. I don't get a whole lot of people cutting me off. Nobody tends to do that in my videos. You know, I've seen people on YouTube who it's like every other day someone does something stupid right in front of them and they almost die because of it. But me, it just doesn't seem to happen. And I'm thankful for it. Like, for the longest time, I would always mess around with cops in Brunswick until I kind of got a name for myself. So I kind of had to stop doing that because people started because cops started recognizing me and knowing who I was. And that's a problem. So I quit all that mess, trying to be a good boy, and I still act a fool a lot, actually. I think it's time to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys bought some merchandise if you like it. If you like, I hope, oh, that's a cop. I can't do a wheelie down 41 like I normally do. Hope you enjoyed the video, boys! And you, check out my channel. Partner, you're in luck, but his name is Terry Cullen. Well, he's a Silverado king, and selling trucks is his dick, Terry Cullen.